Hi guys, Kai here and welcome back to episode 38 of the FIFA 20 My Player Career. As you know, a couple of episodes ago we did have a little bit of an issue when we played the first leg of the Carabao Cup, which finished 2-2. But today no issues, so we will be checking out the second leg of the Carabao Cup against Wolverhampton Wanderers. So we do have two away goals. I don't know if away goals actually count in the Carabao Cup semi-finals. But the advantage has got to be with ourselves because we are the home team, so hopefully we can get the win and get ourselves a place in that Carabao Cup final. Not sure who we're going to be facing. I can't remember who is the other two teams in the other semi-finals, but we will find out in today's episode, and hopefully we will be one of those teams in that Wembley place. So let's see how we get on then. As I said, we are starting off with that game, then we have a couple of more games to play as well in today's episode, and hopefully we can go on a nice run of form. Remember, we did have a bit of a disappointing result in the last episode, losing against West Ham United. Well, not only losing, but they actually hammered us 3-0. So we need to fight back in today's episode, hopefully push forward and get ourselves back into a decent run of form. Obviously we want to get Kai in amongst those goals and assists, which he has been doing all season, if I'm totally honest. He's had a cracking year so far here at Arsenal, so long may that continue. As you know, we will be ending the transfer window today as well. I think the window closes, so that will be closing in today's episode. So we'll see if Arsenal make any more further purchases. Remember, we did bring in Van der Beek, and he scored his first Arsenal goal in yesterday's episode. So we'll see how he gets on as Arsenal go through. And finally, the deadlock has been broken then. 1-0. Kai playing that one through. And I think that's Mesut Ozil running through there and finishing with his right foot at the near post to give Arsenal... Oh no, it wasn't Ozil. It was Lucas Torreira. Not often he gets himself on the score sheet, so it's nice to see him scoring for Arsenal. And hopefully that is going to be enough to get us through to the final of the Carabao Cup. It is 1-0. A couple of minutes after that goal, and Arsenal are pressing forward yet again, trying to double their lead. If we do get another, that's pretty much going to be game over for Wolves. And Kai's going all the way through, a little bit of luck there, and he finishes coolly. 8.5 rating for him. Arsenal leading on aggregate 4-2. 2-0 on the night here in a wet London game. And hopefully, as I said, that will be enough. There is Van der Beek as well, celebrating with his new teammates. As I said, hopefully that'll be enough to get us through into that final place. Nice play there. A little bit of luck, as we saw, running through the defence, but Kai's going to take it, and he did take it nicely. That is his 4th Carabao Cup goal of the season. Will there be any more goals in today's game? Transfer confirmed there. Akanji has joined Manchester United. No idea what position that guy plays. But Arsenal have made a change here. Maitland-Niles has come on in midfield. And Pepe playing it through here for Kai. Kai hits it just outside the area. And the goalkeeper forced to make a save there, denying Arsenal of a third of the night. And good effort was with his left boot. Good save. Good outreach there from the Wolves goalkeeper. So 8.6 match rating for Kai as the corner gets swung in, headed away. Are Arsenal going to keep possession? No, they are indeed. Cross comes in, shot is there as well, but so too was the away goalkeeper in the right place at the right time. A couple of times in a row there. And let's see, we've got just over 20 minutes to play. Kai's rating's gone down a little bit. But I think that's more because he is running out of position. As you can see, he's running a lot more centrally, which is the kind of area where he likes to just fade into as Icardi goes off. And we've got 20 minutes to play. Icardi off, Gomez on in his place. Let's try and get Gomez in amongst the goals as well. Icardi failed to do so today. But there is Mesut Ozil playing that one through for Gomez, who finds Ozil, and Ozil finding the back of the net. 3-0 on the night. And a quick assist as well there for Gomez. A nice goal from Mesut Ozil to give us a 5-2 score on aggregate. And surely that is going to be now enough, because we are into the final couple of seconds then in this game. And we'll be finishing with one more goal. I can't see it happening. Kai's on an 8.3 rating. Yeah, poor position as you can see there. And it actually went down to an 8.2. But it doesn't matter. We got the job done. A nice way to start today's episode. 3 goals to the good, and we didn't concede either. And as you can see, the other semi-final was against Spurs and Chelsea, and it was Spurs who won on penalties 4-3. So it is going to be an all North London derby in the Carabao Cup final. Hopefully it is going to be Kai's first silverware here as well in an Arsenal shirt. So fingers crossed things go good. So next up, second game of today's episode. I think this is actually the last game before the transfer window actually closes. So this could be the last game for any players who are in here. If there are going to be any transfer offers, we'll have to wait and see. But let's see how we get on ourselves. As I said, we did have a disappointing league result in the last episode against West Ham United. So we can't really afford to be dropping any further points for the next few games at the very least, especially if we want to be challenging for that title. We really need to be winning every game going into the final few months of this Premier League season. Shot comes in, it was blocked, and Watford do get this ball forward, but back in possession of Arsenal. Kai shooting, no real power on it, and it just floated straight into the hands of the Watford keeper. So 10 minutes in, still waiting for the first goal here at the Emirates Stadium as Watford try and break through the Arsenal defence there. And here is Van der Beek. Is he going to find Kai on that wing? He is indeed. Oh, nice little touch there as well from Kai. He's on a 6.4 rating for himself. Is he going to get the cross in? He's going to pull it back. He does pull it back, and the shot was there. And there is the deadlock broken. 12.5 minutes played here. It is now Arsenal 1, Watford 0. It is number 31, Wijnaldum, who gets himself a goal. He hasn't scored many goals this season, but it was a nice assist, we have to say, there from Kai. He charged down that left wing after a nice initial touch to get past his marker, ran straight forward, and boom, into the back of net there from the Dutchman, Wijnaldum, for his 5th Premier League goal of the season so far. And we are approaching half-time. 1-0 it remains to Arsenal, with Watford pushing forward, looking to get themselves back onto level terms before the break. It doesn't look like they're going to do that, because Arsenal yet again on the counter-attack. Here is Gomez, Tierney, Gomez again, finding Van der Beek on this near side. What is he going to do? Is he going to cross it? Is he going to go for the shot? He cuts it back, lays it off. Shot is there, goalkeeper too. And oh, that one's off the woodwork. I thought he was going to be headering it in. Not really any power, but it did hit the crossbar, and Arsenal pushing forward. Kai's got a bit of an injury here. Hopefully it's not going to be too serious. He's playing on anyway, but he might see the substitution board held up soon, I should say, as his header was close, just over the crossbar. He was holding his shoulder as well just after that headed effort. And in fact, he is going to see the subs bench pretty sooner than we expected. Bruised shoulder. He's going to be out for 5 days. Hopefully he doesn't miss any games, because it's only 5 days. But we do have the transfer deadline window, or the deadline day, I should say, and the window about to close. We did bring in Van der Beek, as you saw there. 80 million is coming with. And let's see. Oh no, Tierney's been sold. 39.7 million. So Arsenal, they've let go of Tierney. Not sure who he's gone to. We'll go through these teams as well in the Premier League to see their dealings and see if actually Tierney joined any other Premier League team or whether he went abroad. I'm not seeing any so far. Alex Iwobi, he's joined Chelsea with Lodi. Kolasinac, he's at Crystal Palace. And who else has gone here? Quite a lot of left there from Everton. Jordan Pickford leaving the Toffees. Mendy is at Man City. Smaller there is Akanji. We mentioned him earlier. He's joined Manchester United along with Holgate. And some money spent there as well at Southampton. Did Spurs do any job? Yes, they did. They brought in 3 players. Just under £90 million they spent in the window. So a lot of players, a lot of teams doing deals. Let's see how we get on. This is going to be the 3rd and final game of today's episode. Remember, we have brought in Van der Beek in this window, but we did lose Tierney. So it's going to be interesting to see who starts at left back. I'm not entirely sure which left backs we have remaining at Arsenal. But hopefully it doesn't hurt us going into the final running of the Premier League season, as we do try and push towards the top of the table. And so let's see. Let's try and make it 3 wins out of 3 in today's episode. I don't think we've conceded a goal yet either, have we? As Pepe plays that 1-3 for Ozil. Pepe gets it back. He's got the pace to keep going. Cuts inside. Lays it off for Ozil. Ozil's shot saved by the Burnley goalkeeper. And here is Sule then over onto this near side. Here is Kai. He's going to He had a little bit of a nice link up with Tierney, so it is going to be a bit of a loss there for Kai as well as he goes through. Goalkeeper again making 2 vital saves in the first 5 minutes. So yeah, as I said, the link-up play on that left side is going to change a little bit then for Kai. Now he's missing Tierney, who did make the overlapping runs as well on that far side, which helped Kai to push more centrally. So we'll have to see if the tactics still work out for him, as the defender this time making the vital block, as that one's headed out wide to Kai. If he can get this cross in, he's only got one player in support in the area. Cross comes in, but Burnley getting the ball forward as Van der Beek nods it on there for Kai. Nice little turn from him, looking to get the cross in again. He's got 2-3 in support. Cross comes in, and again the Burnley defence are first there. Arsenal need to be attacking with more gusto, you have to say. It's really struggling at the back as we do try and push forward yet again. 20 minutes gone. Back heel there from Ozil. Play forward for Kai. Cuts it back. Finds Ozil. Ozil hits it. The rebound falls kindly to him. And Mesut Ozil does break the deadlock. The first goal in today's game. Away from home here at Turf Moor. And a nice time to score as well. He was a little bit lucky. His initial shot was blocked, as we'll see in the replay. Boom, right there, but as you can see, it did fall kindly to him just on the edge of the 6-yard box. So Arsenal lead then. Mesut Ozil picking up his 5th Premier League goal of this season. Will he get any more in today's game? Hopefully. It's always nice to see Mesut Ozil get himself on the score sheet, because he is meant to be the assist king, of course, of the Premier League. But I think Kai is taking that role right now. Scoring goals and assisting goals as well, Kai. So one of the best to do it in the Premier League, and he's only in his debut season here, isn't he? In the Premier League. So we'll see how he does get on throughout the years, if he does stay in the Premier League or not. And what a fantastic goal that is. What a ball it was. A great cross, great vision, and an even better volley to find the back of the net. And there is Van der Beek and all his teammates celebrating. They know how special that was. Wasn't expecting that. Look at him. He cuts inside, whips it across, far post, and there is Kai. Boom! Volleys it and smashes it into the back net. And that is Kai's 12th Premier League goal of the season. Probably one of the best goals that he's scored in his career so far. Absolutely fantastic. But what a ball, what a cross it was. Great vision to pick out Kai. And obviously, as we saw, what a finish too. So Arsenal lead then 2-0. 5 minutes remaining in this first half. The 3 points really should be belonging to Arsenal, as we do push forward yet again. Van der Beek doing great. Now, I've noticed when we have been starting Van der Beek, he's been in and amongst winning the ball back quite a lot and playing the through balls in as well. So a big important signing for Arsenal, as I said earlier. Hopefully he does help us push forward and hopefully help us challenge for the title this season. But yet again, it was Van der Beek and Kai pushing forward, Kai laying it off, and another cool finish there for Arsenal to make it 3-0. Maxi Gomez with his 2nd Premier League goal of the season. I thought he scored more than just 2 goals. Probably scored quite a few in the cup competitions, as Kai's trying to go through the Burnley defence here. Just over half an hour to go, and Burnley win the ball back. Are they going to score the first goal, which we are going to be conceding so far in today's episode? Right now, no, because Arsenal have one possession back just inside their own half, and here is Kai, as always, just fading off a little bit more centrally, which is the kind of area which he likes to run into, as Icardi does well. Finds Kai again, and Icardi finds the back of the net. 9.3. Good build-up play there between Icardi, Ozil and Kai. And 4-0 then. Still just over half an hour to play, and we are going to be searching for the 5th goal of this match. Hopefully we can find it, and even better if it is going to be from the boot of Kai. But good finish there, near post, goalkeeper no chance. Arsenal are taking the 3 points. 7th Premier League goal then for Mauro Icardi, and not long to play then. As you can see in the top left, Arsenal lead 4-0. A minute or so to play. We've got to see how much added time is going to be played as well, or added on, as Kai is trying to get through here. He is trying to lay it back, but the Burnley defence was doing well there. They have lost possession now. Arsenal still with one more chance. There was Kai with a header, but the Burnley defender got there first, but the Burnley defender didn't get first to that one. Arsenal do have a 5th. Arsenal lead then 5-0, and it is Mazraoui. How do you just pronounce his name? I have no idea. But he jumped up high, got there before the Burnley player, and headed it into the back of the net. Arsenal win 5 goals to nil. A good 3 points as well. Much better performances in this episode than there were in the last. So hopefully we can continue on and go on a good run of form. But that is going to be about it then, guys, in today's episode. I feel we're into the last couple of seconds. So leave a like if you did like today's episode. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, as the final whistle blows there. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.